What's up guys, Leaf right here, welcome to the channel, and today we're going to be discussing what in my opinion are the best budget lens options for your Sony APS-C camera. So if you guys are interested, don't go nowhere, we're going to get right into it. See you in a minute. Alright guys, welcome back. So if you're new to my channel, the kind of things you guys will see here is tips, tricks, reviews, and tutorials for the budget filmmaker / content creator. So if that's something you're interested in, consider subscribing right now. But we're going to go ahead and just jump right into this video and talk about what in my opinion are the best budget lenses you can get for your Sony APS-C camera. And my number one, easily one of my favorite, if not my favorite lens of all time, is the Sigma 16mm f1.4. Gives you a 24mm full frame equivalent. It is super sharp, blows out the background. It is great for talking headshots like this, which as you can see, I'm shooting on it right now. It can be used as a vlogging lens as well. It's just a very versatile lens that you can use for a lot of different things. The only one negative that I would give this lens is the fact that it is not stabilized. So if you are doing any handheld shots, or if you're doing any vlogging, you need to be mindful of how you're holding this lens if your camera does not have the in-body image stabilizations. So basically, if you're using the A6000, you're using the 6100, the 63, 6400, none of those have in-body image stabilization. The only A6500 and 6600 have that. So if you're using this lens on those bodies that do not have that, you just need to be mindful about that. So that's the only negative I can really give this lens. And it's going to be your biggest price lens out of the group. You can get this brand new about for $400. So, but it's definitely worth the price of admission. I love this lens. And a quick caveat for the rest of these lenses, all but one of these lenses do not have any stabilization, so you need to take that into consideration. All right, so the number two lens I'm going to be talking about is another lens from the Sigma family, is the 30mm f1.4, which is going to give you a 50mm full frame equivalent, be kind of your nifty 50. It's going to give you a lot of the same benefits as the 16mm. It's going to be sharp, it's going to blow out the background, but you're going to use it a little bit different ways than you are going to use the 16mm. You can still use it as a talking head, you can still use it as like an interview lens, but you're not going to use it as a vlogging lens. What I'm primarily going to be using this lens, the 30mm for, is for B-roll shots, maybe talking head or interview shots, or even as a portrait lens. Again, very great lens. I love this lens. You can probably find this lens around about $280, $290. So the price goes down compared to the 16mm. So, but these two lenses together, I mean that's a great kit if you can get these two lenses. They're basically the two lenses I primarily use most of the time. So another great lens you guys can go to. All right, so the number three lens that I recommend is one, usually unless you just get the body, it's going to come with the camera, is your kit lens, the 16-50 power zoom lens. Very small lens, but it can be very versatile. A lens that you can use as a walking around lens. You can use it as a vlogging lens. You're going to get the same 16mm / 24mm full frame equivalent with that lens, but the caveat is you're going to get the stabilization. So it might be a better vlogging lens for you. And again, you can use that as your pretty much everyday walking around lens. You have the focal range from 16-50, which is 24-75 full frame equivalent. So it's definitely a good lens to have in your kit. I like using that lens. Like I said, it's kind of the jack of all trades. The only two negatives I can give this is it's not going to be good in low light. So if you're doing any kind of low light shooting, I wouldn't recommend using this lens. And number two, it does not have a fixed aperture. So as you go up in focal length, the aperture gets smaller, which makes the low light performance even worse. So there's that. All right, and number four, the final lens. It's actually technically a full frame lens, but I've been using it on my A6400 because with Sony line lenses, you can basically use full frame lenses on your APS-C size cameras. So that is a nice benefit. And it is the 50mm f1.8, which is going to give you a 75mm full frame equivalent. So it's not quite 85 mils, but it's pretty close, and it can get the job done. Once again, I love this lens. It gives you a very sharp, crisp image, blows out the background. The only thing I basically use this for is, again, going to be a B-roll lens if I want to get close, nice close detailed shot of something, or again for photography, like as a portrait lens to get those nice close-up blown out background shots. So that's the main two purposes I use that lens for. The only negatives, again, this one does not have any stabilization, and number two, the focus motor is pretty loud. It's pretty noticeable. I've been using it for a while, so I really don't notice it anymore, but that is something to think about if you are going to get this lens. Alright guys, so that was a quick run through on some lenses in my opinion that are great budget options for your Sony APS-C cameras. I love all four of these lenses. Again, 16mm, my all-time favorite. Use that lens all the dang time, and that 30mm is awesome. The 50mm is awesome. The kit lens is a great versatile lens that you can use for a lot of different things. So yeah, that's kind of my opinion on some budget options that you can get with these kind of cameras. So anyways guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys liked it. If you're not subscribed, like I say every time, please hit that subscribe button. If there's anything you guys want to see, anything you guys want to talk about, leave a comment, let me know. Once again, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave me a comment, and I'll see you guys at the next video. You guys have a good one.